I was having a dandy day, that is, until Taeyong decided to hop on Bubble and start talking about his inevitable military enlistment, which got citizens upset, as it's hard to be reminded about the fact that it's coming for the group. Taeyong being Taeyong, the messages he wrote were both realistic and comforting, not only to us, the fans, but to his members. He will miss the group and his fans, and we will miss him in return. His Bubble messages, however, got me thinking about NCT's enlistments and what exactly it means, and I wanted to share my thoughts and predictions on what will happen overall. Feel free to share your thoughts down below. I think NCT 127 will probably be able to have at least 2 more comebacks after fact check before enlistment starts, and I'm sure they'll be able to squeeze in another whole NCT comeback or 2. Taeil has to enlist first, and I think we're all wondering if SM will give Taeil a solo album before he leaves. I know he released a song on NCT Lab with Haechan, and he does have a YouTube channel now, but will he either get a solo NCT Lab release or a full-blown album? It would be a shame not to have him release some sort of solo music, since Taeil's voice is a powerhouse. Taeyong has confirmed he's already working on a second solo album. He's already got 50 unfinished songs as of last year, so he has plenty of demos to work with. I'm not sure if he'd be able to release a third album like Kai before he enlists. However, I could imagine SM are going to push Taeyong's enlistment as far back as they possibly can. Then he could release 2 more albums and have a complete trio. Once enlistment starts, I don't see 127 having any comebacks without missing members. I mean, do you think SM would still have a 127 comeback without Taeil, for instance? Or Taeyong? I think that's also why SM debuted Rise, so that they have another group that can help make up for 127's absence and can promote even while Wavy and Dream are promoting, since they aren't under the NCT umbrella. NCT Lab will probably continue to be up and running so that 127 members can still release solo songs and unit songs as enlistment occurs. Furthermore, thanks to Doyoung's success, SM will definitely give them a comeback or 2 before Doyoung has to go. I wonder if there'll be any more NCT subunits like Super Junior with Cry and D&E, or if NCT Lab is the answer to that. I can see Doyoung getting either another acting gig before he enlists or another part in a musical. Jungwoo could probably get more involved in NCT Lab and do some more modeling and ambassadorships. I see Yuta doing some NCT Lab releases, perhaps songs in Japanese, but I think he's going to focus most of his energy on projects in Japan and do a lot more acting gigs there, which good for him. I can see SM giving Jaehyun a solo album after Doyoung enlists, or SM will give him a big acting gig like a leading role in a drama. Personally, I'd love a solo album, as I've really enjoyed Jaehyun's NCT Lab releases. Mark technically doesn't need to enlist, and Haechan is the youngest, so NCT Dream can have multiple comebacks during this time. I think SM will put a lot of focus on NCT Dream since they seem to be doing quite well in the international and American market. Since almost everyone in Super M gets a solo album, I won't be surprised if Mark gets his own album after 10's release. I love Golden Hour, so I'd like that. As for Johnny, I think he does great every time he has projects in the States. I'd love him to attend the Met again or go to fashion events and award shows. I hope SM takes advantage of Johnny's charisma and lets him do radio or even co-host dive studios like Ten and Yang Yang. But yes, those are simply my thoughts and predictions. But what do you think?